you how I feel. So I'm tired of all the pain, of the misery inside, and I wish that I could live feeling nothing but the night. You can tell me what to say, you can tell me where to go, but I doubt that I would care, and my heart would never know. If I make another move, there'll be no more turning back, because everything will change and it all will fade to black. Will tomorrow ever come? Will I make it through the night? Will there ever be a place for the...
Ugh, I loathe this scent. It's attacking my nose. Why are all the Sector 7 executives so shady? Adjusting the large glasses propped on the middle of her face, Kokonoi pulls out another lollipop from her pocket.
How are the evil keto experiments coming along?
We've entered Phase 3. It's progressing nicely, but...
Oh, not that man again.
Tenjo, what the hell is he thinking?
Tenjo again. Does he have any idea how much we've invested into this war?
Ha! Who are you trying to kid? Let's be honest, you've turned a large profit thanks to this war. I'd say it's about time we started seeing some return on our investments.
How dare you!
Knock it off, both of you. Calm down.
Kokonoi fidgets, shifting her weight to the backrest of her chair. The chair's squeaky noise seems to contribute more to the conversation than the worthless.
Wonder if anyone would notice if I snuck out.
Coincidentally, Kokonoi happens to be sitting at the seat closest to the exit. If she extends her arm, she can almost reach the doorknob.
That man is weak. Right now, we need to be strengthening our forces so we have a chance against the NOL.
I also hear there's some strange movement on the 4th hierarchical city of Niobe. Has there been any follow-up?
We are still looking into that issue.
See? Look what I said. Let your guard down for a second, and who knows what will happen. We ought to push our forces all the way to the 4th hierarchical city of Niobe.
Yes, that may be so. However, Tenjo just won't cooperate with us.
Kokonoi lets out a small sigh.
We're going around in circles again. This is pointless.
Shifting her lollipop to the right cheek, Kokonoi reaches out for the brass doorknob.
Ugh, Sector 7 executive meeting my ass. That shit was just one huge gossip session. What a waste of time.
Done already, Professor?
Roy spoke, lifting himself off the wall and shaking off his boredom.
Absolutely nothing can be gained by attending those meetings. Even speaking with you is more productive.
Why, that is an honor to hear. But we've got an even more interesting guest today.
Guest?
Yes, come this way.
Kokonoi squints her eyes to get a clear view. Her two tails move like a headless snake's. The fur in her ears twitch as if on high alert, ready to pounce. A man slowly stands up from the executive's chair placed in the center of the room.
It's good to finally meet you, Professor Kokonoi. I'm Relius Clover.
The man with the eerie mask is none other than Relius Clover. Rumors about the man have spread far and wide. He is known as the Mad Puppeteer, and his skill in alchemy is second to none. Other than that, not much is known about him. There is no way to confirm that this man is indeed who he claims to be, but something deep inside Kokonoi warns her. This man is the...
So you're the infamous Relius Clover, huh?
You've heard of me. Why, this is an honor.
And what does the genius puppeteer want with me?
I want to perform an experiment.
An experiment? Why don't you just do it?
I need your assistance.
Unfortunately, I don't have any free time to waste on pointless experiments. Try your luck elsewhere.
Kokonoi is about to leave the room. She doesn't want to spend another second in the same room as this man.
How about your help in exchange for a boundary interface prime field device?
Kokonoi's body stops before she fully processes what she had just heard. For a brief moment, the man...
A prime field device?
You're a lot easier to read than they say.
What kind of experiment are you trying to do?
I want to build a Nox Nictoris.
I don't think so.
I see.
The man who calls himself Relius keeps his smile as he slowly walks to the door.
Please, wait! Professor Relius!
Roy, don't you dare call that man a professor. He's nothing more than a madman.
Professor Kokonoe, why are you not offering him your help? It's a miracle that we even have a chance like this.
Roy, do you have any idea how those are made?
Relius stops in response to Kokonoe's words.
Huh? How they're...
Do you know Kokonoe? I guess she really is its daughter.
Roy,
Yes?
I could use some coffee.
Huh? Coffee?
Just go make some.
Understood.
You've got a nice apprentice. May not be the brightest bulb, but he sure knows how to take a hint.
So, what do you know?
I don't know anything. I only have an idea.
An idea? I'd like to hear your reasons. Why build Nox Nictoris?
It's quite simple, really. I want to experience it firsthand. Isn't that the nature of every scientist? Unfortunately, I missed my last opportunity, you see. Also, there's just something I must know.
I have no idea what it is you want to know, but the catalyst to smelt a Nox Nictoris is...
Human souls?
That's right.
The corner of his mouth raises slightly.
Do you really believe that's the case?
What?
That thing was created within the boundary. You still don't understand your mother's... the great Magister 9 spell, Snap Weapon.
What the hell are you trying to say?
Don't rush. If you lend your power to me, then it'll all become apparent in the near future. I take it we have a deal?
Professor Relius? I, brought coffee.
You can have it.
Huh? Professor Kokonoe.
Roy, still carrying a tray with 2 cups of coffee on it, calls out to his man.
Your coffee?
It's yours.
Huh?
Make the preparations after you're done with the coffee.
Preparations?
We're going to smelt a Nox Nictoris. Is this really it?
Kokonoe can't help but ask as she gazes at what was once a building, now reduced to a pile of rubble. The remains can hardly be recognized as a church, and from the blackened earth rose waves of hot air. This is where the Black Beast was killed.
Supposedly, the church was protected by the Sister's spell, and not Ars Magus. Even I had a hard time getting in here. So who the hell could possibly... Could it be him? No, impossible. He still can't move. Then, who could it be? Damn it! What the hell was he doing?
As she walks, she crushes the wood underfoot so that it's slowly turning into...
Bastard.
You still don't understand your mother's... the great Magister 9 spell, Snap Weapon.
The Nox Nictoris, huh? Sister, have I done the right thing? What would Mother think if she could see me now? I'm about to challenge her. I thought I understood what that meant. It's not like I can turn back. I will never forgive that man. I'm incapable of forgiving him. Yuki Terumi. Emergency channel? It's me. What? The Niobe? Nirvana? Alright, I'm on my way. Nox Nictoris, Nirvana. Could your timing be any worse?
Kokonoe looks down at the rubble beneath her.
Sister, I'll return. But for now, please rest in peace. So?
We've picked up word that the excavated Nirvana is going to be transported to the Novus Orbis Librarium headquarters. All of the higher-ups are assembling. At 1408 hours, the assault team boarded the supersonic Ars Magus vessel. On the same day at 1737 hours, the team arrived at Niobe. 1738 hours, the operation...
I don't care about your report. Just tell me what the hell happened to Nirvana.
Oh, right. We've successfully retrieved the target, but the assault squadron was wiped out almost entirely. Its only survivor is in critical condition right now, but we suspect he won't make it.
I see. And where is Nirvana now?
After that, Nirvana was moved to the 38th Research Laboratory. They've put level E alert on all 3 levels. Professor Kokonoe, please wait.
What the hell are you doing here?
I was hired to analyze it.
Analyze it?
That's right.
Roy!
This order came from way up. They wanted Relius to take a look at it.
Huh. Why does the brass trust this Relius Clover guy so much? I wish I knew how this unlikable guy managed to be loved by the entire board.
Observe. The Nox Nictoris. Nirvana.
Kokonoe looks at the statue behind.
This is... the Nirvana.
Sure, it looks good, but it's missing the important bits. The insides.
What?
Bring Nirvana back to the 42nd laboratory.
The lowest level? Your lab? Professor Relius?
What are you planning to do?
I'd like to try something out. Surely you don't mind, do you?
I honestly don't want to let this man have Nirvana, but... Nirvana is important, even for him. I doubt he'd do anything reckless. They gave you this job, right? Then do as you please.
I shall.
Are you sure that was the right thing to do, Professor?
It's fine. We've got our eyes on him. So don't worry about that and just pour me a cup of coffee, okay?
Again?
Your coffee is actually quite delicious.
Yeah, maybe you'd know if you actually drank it.
You say something?
No, nothing. Where would you like me to bring your coffee?
Right here.
In the lab?
Yeah, I got some shit to take care of. Oh, and put in as much sugar as you possibly can. Don't forget the milk, either.
As much as I can possibly put in?
That's right. I'm about to use my brain, so I need all the sugar I can get. Now don't just stand there, get to it, you imbecile!
She lets herself fall back into her chair. The squeaking noise indicates that the chair is in dire need.
Are all the chairs in Sector 7 trying to join a chorus? Relius Clover's appearance, Nirvana's excavation, Sector 7's successful retrieval mission. Sector 7 was actually able to steal something from the NOL. Too much shit has been going on too fast. Something isn't right. I know, it's not like I've forgotten about you. I'll help you right now. No, let me rephrase. I'll give you a chance to be helped.
Kokonoe looks at the table behind her, where Nirvana was placed. On it lies a gigantic object. It was indeed the only survivor of the...
Yes, I know you're in a lot of pain, but you better thank your god that I'm the one who's in charge of you. Hey, can you hear me? I've got some interesting readings from you. You're really lucky. I think you're compatible. Hey, you're my test subject now. I can't exactly have you die on me. But I hope you're ready to become a demon.
Several coffins surround the cauldron. Kokonoe, Roy, and Relius stand away from the hazy air, silently watching the cauldron from a...
Is it inside that coffin?
Indeed.
Roy nervously swallows, feeling the most pressure out of all of them. The 3 of them are standing before the...
What of Nirvana?
It's progressing as planned. I wrote it in the report. I thought you had eyes on me, didn't you?
Don't mess with me! I know you went missing for over a month. What were you up to?
I think that question no longer needs an answer.
So this is what's responsible for that blank, huh? Are you gonna start talking?
Kokonoe looks at the object standing next...
Ignis.
What is it? Ignis?
A copy of Nirvana, but there were so many unknowns with its powertrain. Though of course...
It's better than the original? I see why you're the puppeteer now.
Yes, I'm beginning to get a general idea.
Do you mean to say that this Ignis is a Nox Nictores?
Exactly why did you bring him here, Kokonoe?
He might not be the brightest bulb, but he knows how to take a hint. He's my bodyguard. Actually, I guess he's more like my backup hard drive. Should anything happen, I've told him to run, taking along all the information. Now, Relius, we've come this far. Tell me, how far has your analysis on the Nox Nictores gone?
Nox Nictores. By smelting an artificial identity deep within the boundary, it is able to observe itself and rectify its existence. The stronger the observation, the stronger it becomes as a weapon. Depending on whether it takes the observation multiple or individual ways, that determines its viability as a weapon.
Then under normal logic, observing its soul in multiple ways would make it more effective as a weapon. That would enable it to make several observations at once.
Now, the core's smelting process involves compressing the seether to its maximum threshold, forming a unit. From there, you program a soul into it.
Compressing the seether?
What is it?
One of my students wrote an interesting report about the fluid seether theory. I suppose on a conceptual level, it's similar to smelting the core of a causality weapon.
Oh? Well, that's rather impressive. For a while, I thought you enjoyed being surrounded by imbeciles.
Relius chuckles and throws a quick glance.
I'm no fool.
Indeed, you should try the coffee he brews. I mean, honestly, it's quite splendid.
Professor, that's not what I was trying to...
As Roy tries to defend his honor to Kokonoe, Relius quickly places his hand right in front of Roy's face, indicating to him to stop. Relius quiets Roy with...
It's time.
The final smelting.
You're making the artificial identity, right?
Precisely.
Will it work?
Who knows? We're dealing with the boundary here. And based on past experience, anything's fair game.
But so far, it's working as intended.
What the hell?
Roy swiftly reaches for the radio on his...
It seems the NOL is attacking.
This seems like a pretty rash plan for the NOL. They must be frantic. Are they here to interrupt the smelting? Or to collect Nirvana?
It could be both.
What now, Relius?
We proceed. If we halt the experiment now, then all this effort would be for naught.
You got a point. I guess this is the part where we make a stand.
What? There's no way! I'm not going up against the NOL!
Who said I was gonna send a scrawny brainiac like you? What am I, some kind of demon?
Now that you mention it.
Just shut up and help Relius with his shit. In the meantime, I'm gonna dispatch the real devil.
Huh?
Hey, do you read me? If you can, then respond.
This is Tigger.
How you feeling, Tager?
Like hell.
I see. Well, it's time for you to sortie. Your target is all NOL forces. I don't care what means you use, just keep them away from the damn cauldron.
Roger that. DR0009 Tigger. Commencing mission.
Tager? Who's that?
My new apprentice, the Red Devil.
Professor! Professor!
Oh, quit making such a big fuss, you pansy! Seems like they've already gotten a lot closer than I had imagined. I should have expected as much from the NOL. They've got the numbers. It's only a matter of time before this level's breached. Relius, how much longer until you're done? Relius?
All right.
As Relius mutters to himself, Nirvana and Ignis start up simultaneously. Relius looks down at the cauldron as the monitoring screens race up to keep up with it.
It was a success. Now, awaken!
As if responding to Relius' command, the cauldron slowly opens. A black object slowly emerges.
What? This is...
Up to this point, it's the same as back then.
Ignoring Kokonoe's question, Raelius gazes into the cauldron with an expression that can only be described as Taker's gigantic body falls from the sky. He lands with a dull thud, cracking the ground.
Not good.
Tager, respond! What's the situation?
They've already made their way past the 28th sector. There's just too many of them. It also seems that my right arm is out of order. I can't even move it. Hey, guard the right side. They'll breach our formation. Kokonoe, I need to retreat to the last level.
If I'd known this would happen, I would have equipped Vulcan cannons on him.
You're kidding, Kokonoe. I'm grateful that you saved my life, but I cannot become your personal plaything.
If I ever get around to it, I better keep it a secret. I'm kidding. Besides, heavy weaponry would do little against the Praetorian Guard. What was that?
Kokonoe turns toward the voice and freezes in astonishment. A large tentacle emerges from the cauldron and snatches one of the NOS soldiers before anyone could even put up a...
What the? Hey, you! Get away from the cauldron! There's more coming!
Relius, what's the meaning of this? What the hell is going on here?
It's absorbing souls. Soul eater, eh? Fascinating.
Souls? You bastard! You knew all along.
I see. So this is the core of a Nox Nictores.
Answer me, Relius Clover!
Causality weapon? Don't tell me. This is what they were trying to make all along?
Tager! What's the matter? Tager!
The black object continues to morph, attacking soldier after...
This is just like the Black Beast.
Yes, you're right. Because it is the Black Beast.
What?
The core of a Nox Nictores is none other than the Black Beast. The Great Magister 9 created one Black Beast in order to defeat another.
9 created a Black Beast? No, but that's impossible. The Great Magister 9, no, Mother. She fought to save humanity. She would never do such a thing.
Shuichiro, it seems that your theory was true after all. I guess I have much to learn.
What are you rambling about, Relius?
Do you mind, Kokonoe? All I wanted was to see what exactly it was like.
Huh?
After all, I missed the only other chance I had, you know.
Kokonoe!
Kokonoe looks up upon Tager's cry. Directly above Kokonoe and Raelius stood a gigantic black mass, shapeless and... At that moment, Nirvana and Ignis suddenly broke from their stasis with a high-pitched squeal. In a flash, they knocked back the black beast that was about to attack Raelius.
Nirvana! Ignis! Why are you able to move?
I put in one of your mechanical power trains. I doubt they can move for more than a few minutes, however.
You actually installed that prototype?
Oh, right. What was it called again? Artificial causality weapon, or something like that?
Professor Kokonoe, now's our chance! Hurry, let's get out of here!
No, you get out of here, Roy.
But...
Did you forget? You're my backup. If you want to continue to be my apprentice, then I suggest you take this information and run.
Yes.
Roy responds, trying to hold back tears, and sprints for the exit. Kokonoe lets out a small chuckle and immediately returns to her attention.
What are you trying to do?
Kokonoe, you promised. Now's your time to help me.
Help you? Now?
Yes, precisely. With your pure magic, we can seal that creature.
What?
Use your magic, Kokonoe. Hurry. or else everyone will be consumed. Even those worthless souls. No! No, no! Ah!
This creature... Did Mother really...
That's right. And her blood lives within you, Kokonoi. Now, unleash your magic.
The desperate cries of soldiers echo through the air. The scent of blood, the pieces of flesh, the dull sound of human skull being...
You bastards! There are some things no human being has a right to do! You have to stop! This is no longer war! How can you just use human lives like this? Ah!
Tiger! You bastard!
Kokonoi's eyes grew wide.
I command you in the name of Kokonoi. Unleashing Restriction 0. Engaging Link with the boundary. You who protects this gate. Unbind the 9 locks that seal what lies beneath. I hereby seek the power of the Great Magister 9! Infinite gravity!
Bending all the laws as we know it, eh? Fascinating. So this is what people call magic. Ah, it's brilliant!
The magic circle summoned by Kokonoi surround the cauldron. The casket that contains the prime field swells and bursts. The seether from the blast waves together, then it shatters into pieces save for one.
Number 13. Superb.
The gigantic creature is compressed to the size of an apple. Remnants of Kokonoi's magic spells still attack the beast, electric currents running around on this.
I can't gather my strength.
I've seen it now, Kokonoi. You are undoubtedly that thing's daughter.
Relius. Clover.
There is still 11 and 12. If I use those, I wonder if I can recreate it. Now, Ignis, that is your soul. Retrieve it!
Ordered by Relius, Ignis reaches out for the...
I won't let you. Nirvana.
How pointless. That thing won't move.
Nirvana!
Nirvana moves. Still reaching for the black sphere, Ignis is unable to defend Relius. Nirvana swings her mighty arms at Relius, piercing the side of it.
Impossible. How could Nirvana respond? Don't tell me. Intervention?
Don't underestimate me, human.
The rays of light on the white ceiling are strangely compelling. It continually changes shape without drifting away. It almost feels as though the rays could be caught if one were to reach out and grab.
Who's there?
It's Roy, Professor.
Enter.
How are you feeling?
Couldn't possibly be worse.
Glad to see you're back to yourself.
What do you have?
Yes, I tried to do the research as you requested, but Professor Relius, the Nox Nictoris Nirvana, and Ignis are nowhere to be found. Furthermore, we searched what was left of the laboratory, but couldn't even find a fragment of what was believed to be the 13th prime field. We suspect the NOL retrieved it. Also, we've discovered prime field 11 and 12 inside of Relius's lab.
It's been confiscated, huh?
Yes, I believe they are en route to Ibukido.
What about Tager?
He's recovering. There's no threat against his life.
Of course not. Who the hell do you think built that hunk of metal?
However, there has been some errors with his memory. It seems he remembers little of what happened in the lab.
I see. Well, perhaps that is for the better. No human should ever have to witness what happened down there.
Professor!
Thanks for the report. If you don't mind, I'd like to think by myself for a while.
Of course.
Roy?
Yes?
Thanks. For not dying on me.
Well, I am your student after all.
The Great Magister 9.
Kokonoi,
That thing sucks up everything. People, cities, and even fate.
the lights on the ceiling is consumed by shadow. Images of the cauldron and its terror flashes in front of Kokonoi's.
What the hell lies beyond that darkness? Why did you create the Nox Nictoris? The Ars Magus? Why, Mother?
Slowly, she closes her eyes. Behind her eyelids, she once again sees the rays of lights, striking the A few months later, the fifth hierarchical city, Ibukido, was destroyed.
This is Kokonoe. Can you hear me, Tager?
Yes, loud and clear.
Do you think you'll make it there as planned?
Don't worry, I'm already in Ikaruga territory.
I see. Just try to report in as accurately and frequently as you can. If you're in serious trouble, just press the button on the inside of your right arm.
What? Kokonoe? What the hell have you done to me?
I guess there's only one way to find out now. Godspeed, Tager.